Who will be starting for the Seahawks at the RB position walking into 2026 week 1? We're here to discuss it. We're here to potentially draft it. Code Smitty. The link is in the description of the video. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000 in bonus credit. So make sure you tap that link and get on in. Don't be late. Hit the link now. The link's in the I'll drop it in the, it's pinned in the live chat. I'll drop it again in a minute, but it's in the live chat. It's in the description of the video. We will be drafting potentially 1, 2, 3 of these guys. Is it Holani? Is it Jadarian Price? Is Zach Charbonnet your guy? Can you cuff all three? Do you avoid all three? The Fantasy Football Show Draft Edition, Graveyard Edition, Seattle Seahawks Running Back Edition begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show.
Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
This news right here is going to spark some intrigue. And dare I say, it's good for anybody that believes in the rookie Jadarian Price. I'm not worried about any sort of preseason talk but even June or going into July buzz about George Holani. I'm about as interested in drafting George Holani as I am in Chris Rodriguez. I just don't care. I'm not drafting Holani. I'm not drafting Rodriguez. I'm not drafting J.K. Dobbins. There's certain players that might feel to others they're in pole position or they're in some sort of advantageous situation. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about players that I can't see lasting in a lineup at the volume rate we're talking about. Holani's 3.3 yards per carry. I mean, how many carries does Holani have to his name? Let me look it up for you. George Holani. And I'll put it up on screen. The man has a 3.3, exactly like I said, memory of an elephant. 3.3 yards per carry. His career carries in this league, and you could say, well, Smitty, I don't really understand. Jadarian Price has never carried the ball in the league either. That is a hilarious comparison, if you will. But this is his his rushing numbers in 2024 and 2025. The man has 25 carries to his name, 3.3 yards per carry on his career. In fact, both his games, 3.3. The guy is nothing but consistent. I have no interest in this. This doesn't excite me. If the Seahawks lean on Holani, I just don't want the running back room at all. And Bruce dropping an early $20 super chat for tonight's Graveyard Show.
Super chat alert.
This will be the Dynasty Show tonight. $20. You did mean the Graveyard Dynasty Show, right, Bruce? I just want to make sure. Bruce, appreciate you dropping that. We'll be jumping over to the Dynasty Show in just a little bit. Well, we're first talking this. We're first going to draft this. But George Holani, according to ESPN, Brady Henderson, the Seahawks are placing Holani is squarely in Seattle's backfield plans for 2026. That's okay. I mean, the third and fourth running back on teams sometimes get some work too. This doesn't mean anything. But what I love about this is it's driving panic. Do you know how many DMs I got the last 2-3 hours on this? Hey, Smitty, did you hear the news? That's always my favorite. When someone, first of all, if you don't think I'm on top of this stuff or hear it, before almost anybody, then, it's funny. It's cute. But what's even funnier is this testing the temperature of my own audience by, getting DMs, emails, texts from buddies. Grandma asked me in a telegram, hey, Sonny boy, did you hear the news about Seattle? They're starting George Holani. Well, what the report say, Grandma? Well, it said that he's squarely in the backfield plans for 2026. Oh, and by you mean starting, you mean they might use him. They might give him 25 carries over the next 2 years. I'm not worried about Holani at all. I don't want Holani. If Holani ends up starting, let's say for argument's sake, I'm wrong and Holani starts week 1. I don't want him. He brings nothing to the table. We've seen him. We saw 25 carries. Nothing impressed me about George Holani. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm taking the guy that even if he didn't start a game until week 8, maybe they don't use him in the first month of football. That'd actually be grand. You know why? Because I wasn't planning on Price being a workhorse in week 1. I wasn't planning on Price being a workhorse in week 2. I was planning on scooping up Jadarian Price from a panicked Peter that drafts him way too early. Remember the live stream where I said, don't get into the 3rd round? Don't do it. What are you doing? This is somebody that loves Jadarian Price. And I'm sitting there from the initial onset of his landing spot in Seattle. Everybody thought it was the best landing spot in the world. And I said, it's pretty good, but it's got some complications. And what did we say? Jadarian Price immediately went to round 3 and 4. Dynasty went to 3. Redraft, he went to 3-4. It has since dropped all the way to 6. So there's been a lot of fluctuation. Your boy said, don't get in the market yet. Don't get in the market yet. It will fluctuate. It will calm down. The storm will calm. Now look at him. 6th round pick. Beautiful. Now look at him. Maybe 7th round pick. Even more beautiful. This situation, this news, I hope it continues to mount. I hope we continue to hear fear. And a lot of people's, this could be a committee. Look what they did with Charbonnet and Walker. First of all, Kubiak's not even there. We don't know actually what they're going to do. And this situation is probably one that I would stay away from entirely if I didn't love Jadarian Price so much. I'll take Jadarian at a discount even further than we've been getting him. I'll take Jadarian anywhere in a 6-7 round territory, but I am most likely trying to see if he'll fall to 7. I think if we draft tonight with a group of you, there's a real good chance he doesn't even make it to 6, or make it to mid 5. But let it ride. He should be a 6th rounder. He should be amazing. This news is the best thing anybody could have handed you today. If you're a Jadarian Price believer,
Quadruple J and Consultants.
Did you make a mess on the field? Don't fret. Call the cleanup crew. Call Quadruple J and Consultants.
Locations on Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter.
If you're a Jadarian Price truther, like I am, like a lot of people here, at cost, at a careful, very, very understandable cost in rhyme and reason, this is probably one of the better things you could have waited to hear today. So now that we've got the Holani nonsense out of the way, the truth of the matter is Charbonnet does have some sort of, you could say, fear factor, threat assessment, consideration. Let me get rid of the wild Holani news that I should have never had to talk about, but got so many damn DMs. That's how I know when to go live on something. When I get just a nonsensical amount of DMs. Like, Smitty, did you hear the news? The worst is when 2 or 3 people say, Smitty, did you hear the news? And I'm like, and I ask him, I just placate it. What news, Steve? The news about Holani. Like they're breaking something to me. Like, oh, what news was that? I guess I did miss it. The only thing that actually came out was that Holani might get some touches. He's in the plans, maybe. like as if a coach was walked into a situation and then somebody said, hey, you like Holani? And the coach is like, yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. He's a good shit. He's good shit. He's good. Do you think he'll play? Oh, yeah. Holani? Oh, yeah, we like him. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed for my news clipping. Thank you. And then somebody writes some sort of nonsense, and then off we go. Off we go. Of course he's going to like him. Who wouldn't like him? He's on the team. Is he going to get work this year? Yeah, we're going to work him in. How much are you going to work him in? Oh, I don't know. Maybe 25 carries for 3.3 yards per carry. That's what he did the last 2 years. Worked out pretty good so far. I mean, has anybody thought to just kind of take a gander at what they're saying about Jadarian Price? What about Zach Charbonnet? The real concern is Zach Charbonnet. It has nothing to do with George Holani. I mean, it's just nonsense. Zach Charbonnet is a lot further along than he probably should be. So he looks good. But we're talking about looking good being months away. Months. And I mean, we're talking about maybe he misses, if he was lucky in the best case scenario, I don't know, 5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe. Like something like that could happen. It's possible, but that's a miracle type of thing. And it's certainly in the car. Like, he's out there doing high knees. He's not out there taking hits. All right, a lot of people saw him doing some high knees. He's out there. It looks good, like he's fluid. But that's not cutting. That's not getting hit. There's a lot that goes into this situation. But I would tell you that if Price was struggling, and let's say he hits a rookie wall, or he starts fumbling the ball, or he gets injured right around where Zach Charbonnet is returning, then guess who gets shoved right into the lineup? This man, Zach Charbonnet. So I think what I'd ultimately tell you is that, and I don't know if we have him on the cuff board, but
5-minute extender.
Wrong button. I don't know that we have him on the cuff board per se, but we probably do need to get these two bad boys on the cuff board. We might have Charbonnet down here somewhere, do we? Am I missing him somewhere? I don't think I am. So Charbonnet probably needs to be put on the board. I would say let's just grab this one right here and replicate it over here. So Charbs should be on here. I don't know if he would, I would say that he belongs to in the top like 6 or 7, but he needs to be on the board. So cuff player to consider. I think there's a lot of upside in what Charbonnet brings to the table as a cuff. Because if you draft Price, it's okay to have a spot unless you have like 5 roster spots for running backs only in that type of league. But if you have like big benches, you can do whatever you want with it. Price and Charbonnet will probably keep you pretty whole for the entire season. Is it a lock? No. Should it be a running back too? Not necessarily. I think if you had it in rotation with I need to get rid of this marker because I keep putting it back on my desk and I forget which one is which. Could this be good with a Coleman and potentially a Harvey and maybe a Manungai, or one of these guys, and then maybe hard to spell Manungai while you're talking. I challenge you, Manungai. You just can't do it. Let me see. Ready? Manungai. Okay, I guess I can. So Manungai, and then let's say you go like Jonathan Brooks. So Manungai, Jonathan Brooks, and Price and Charbs as your running back 2 rotation, possible. So Charbonnet's got a cuffing, mechanism to him. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this man has league-winning potential. No one should be drafting him in round 3. I've said no. I've said no to that. He started to go in 3 in Dynasty, not in rookie drafts, in startups. And I said no. I said absolutely. Then he started going in 4, which I still said no. Even 5, I'm telling you, unless you're at the bookends or something, 5 is not what you want. 6 is where it's at. And hopefully this turns into 7. Because if this is 7, it's a near zero risk proposition. This is DK Metcalf territory. DK Metcalf, Jadarian Price round 7. Fantastic. Fantastic.
You've just been Smitty.
I don't know that there's much to go over on this one other than what I said. Super chats will be handled in order in which they're received. Bruce, I got your $20 super chat. We're ready to go for the Dynasty stream tonight. Let's pull up the Underdog app. Promo code Smitty. Link is pinned in the live chat. Underdog will match your first deposit 50% all the way up to $1,000 in bonus credit. If you just hit that link that's pinned in the live chat, hit the link that's in the description of the video. You code Smitty. Once you pull up the app, you can do a couple things. You can click on games, then you can click on active drafts, then you can click on lobby. However you want to get to the lobby. Then there's a assortment of sports you can select. Grab NFL to isolate it down, to filter it down. Eliminator, we haven't done. Weekly winners, I like. Big Dog, Mastiff, Satellite Poodle. Frenchie 7. That's good. I think we'll go into... Let's go into a weekly winner. Hit a weekly winner right now. Underdog, promo code Smitty. Hit weekly winners. Can't guarantee everybody gets in. This is how fast it goes. It usually fills really, really quickly. It is what it is. Jump in one alongside if you don't get into my particular draft. They fill really quickly, and that's why you need to sign up ahead of time so that you can just open up the app when I'm telling you and not be like, oh, let me click something. What do I do here? How do I get in? It's like you got to do that now. Hit the link, do it now, so that next time you're not scrambling around. All right, looks like it filled. Looks like your boy, I'm pretty sure I got an awful draft slot, as per usual. And let's see if it's 11 or 12. That's what it always is. 12. What do you know? What do you know? In this draft, we've got Mario's in here. AMC got in. Nice job, AMC. All right, so a few of you I recognize, I think. So we should have tried not to step on each other's toes. These snipe environments are wild. It makes it really hard to deploy process. As far as like for me to draft price, I'm at the correct stage of a draft to take him, the 512 to 6.1, so that I can make him the 6.1. But it doesn't even, like, I don't think anybody should be grabbing him at 5. I think you should try and let him ride down to the 6th round territory. His ADP as of right now is 61, which is 6.1 exactly. So 61, this is his ADP. You start taking him, and this news should have him lower. This news should have him falling. You shouldn't be drafting him at today's ADP. You should be letting him fall past today's ADP because this news should allow for that to happen. Now, I don't even know if I'll take him. I would certainly try to because of the nature of the show and what we're trying to accomplish here with the Jadarian Price talk. But that is what it is. And yeah, Emmanuel Wilson. Yeah, I like Emmanuel Wilson too. I like Emmanuel Wilson. I don't know that they do. We'll see. That could definitely be something that we start talking about too.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Emmanuel Wilson is somebody that we believe they should be all over. But they don't seem to. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, the price is right. 6th round, the price is right. It's great. Anybody that tries to take him at mid 5, you're not like paying attention. But the other thing I would say though is you're trying to get him to go to 7 eventually. So you got to kind of play that out. Right here, I've got JJ. I've got CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to go JJ here. Achane, Walker, Hampton, Henry. This is weekly winners. So you're looking for those pop-off weeks, right? So I think I'm going to roll with Achane. JJ Achane for the big spike weeks. This is a weekly winner. So weekly winners, you're not trying to win a playoff. You're not accumulating points. Your whole team could be suspended for 16 straight weeks. And then in week 17, you're trying to win week 17 first place score overall. There are no playoffs. No one week is tied to another. There's zero reason to worry about any individual week. You could draft, and I need to try and do that. I forget to do that. We need to draft sometime all of the suspected suspended players and players that could be potentially out of commission or like Neighbors, maybe misses time. Rice. We need to draft nothing but those players and assemble as many as we can on the discount to try and win later in the weekly winners, because we won't care. Like even if like 5 guys on my team were suspended for 5 weeks, that's fine. You're trying to win week 6, week 7, week 8. I think I'm gonna compile something along those lines. But in weekly winners, you don't have to worry. Like Christian McCaffrey's way more valuable in weekly winners because even if he only played 5 games, you have 5 weeks of Christian McCaffrey. Josh Allen goes a lot higher. Quarterbacks go a lot higher. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
love HN and weekly winners because you know what he's capable of doing, even if he has like a little bit of a drag to his overall consistency because of the situation, whatever. McBride going above Bowers in weeklies is interesting. I wouldn't do it, but I don't mind it. I love McBride. JJ Lamb. I thought about it, but I don't. I love balance, man. I love balance so much. Nico Rice. Rice is a lot less risky. Could get suspended 4 games. Won't matter in weeklies at all. Rice is 100% deserving of a early 3rd round pick. Chase Brown, Bowers, and Bijan's pretty good, but we'll see what you get at receiver. It's a pretty good spot to do that from, though. I think you'll get some good receivers there. Of course, John, you like. I mean, how else? Who else would like Kalani but John? You know, John, I don't agree with anything you say. Just so you know, Kalani's not good. I don't know where, John. You read that or saw that somewhere? Because he's not good. He averages 3.3 yards per carry and has had 25 carries. You couldn't possibly know if he was good. Even if I'm wrong, you don't know if he's good. You couldn't know because he doesn't done anything. So there's zero reason to like him. You like that you like him because he's an underdog, John, and you heard that they like him. So you're like, I like him then. You know, he's good. He's good. You want to be the guy that said, I told you he was good. But there's nothing there to suggest that he is. Breece Hall, London McCaffrey, AJB Neighbors, and JT's really cool in a weeklies. ETN, JSN, Josh Allen, Love Pickens, and Akua. Chase, McBride, and Lamar is really balanced. Other than we'll see what you get at RB. Well, I'm gonna go Igbuka here at the turn. That's where his ADP is in weeklies. It's a little higher. Man, I haven't done any. You know, let's try this. I haven't drafted Colston Loveland at all lately, and I need to draft more shares. I've been drafting him more in slower drafts, but I mean in a live stream, I don't think I've drafted him in quite some time. Let's see what this feels like. John says, you agree with me. John, first of all, if there's any agreeing, you're agreeing with me. I'm not agreeing with you, John. But you say you agree with me a lot on things. You just say you disagree for entertainment and excitement. So, John, what you're saying is I will alter my content and tell my followers I either like something or don't like something and alter my advice for you? Just for you? Just because you said it, John? No. Sorry. I don't put my reputation on the line, John. I think it's cute that you think that little of me, that I would actually change my answer for entertainment purposes around John's comment. Like, John, do you really think you have that much power when you say something, I'm going to go the other way for entertainment and guide my followers down the wrong path? That's some of the weirdest thing. I don't know. I don't even think that's ever been said before. That is wild.
Take a big laugh.
Jeez. Can you guys imagine watching a show where the person's like, I'm just whatever John says, I'm gonna flip it. Oh, here comes John's comment. He likes Price. I don't like Price. Oh, John probably comes into a live stream, pulls his pants up real nice and tight. He's like, let's go. Let's guide this ship. Where are we going to curb the content tonight? What direction am I sending this content tonight? Smitty's ready to go against me here. I'm going to guide the ship. John, did you know you controlled the content on the show? Did you just? I just realized it. I just realized that whether I like Gibbs or not, whether I like H-Hen or not, whether I'm going with a good old Devontae Smith in round 3 at 3.1 or not, it all depends on whether what John says. We John, that's heavy is the head that wears the crown. John has got a lot of responsibility. He's pulling a lot of weight on this show. It's probably keeps him up at night knowing that he's got to make the right decision so that I go against the right. He might just be like, okay, I really like this guy. Let me come in and tell Smitty I don't, so that Smitty can create some content on him this year. Little running back run here. I can't stand this Montgomery at 5.1. I see it all the time. I see him go at 4.12 and 5.1 like clockwork. Unless John likes it. If John doesn't like it, then I like it. John, do you like Monty at 5.1 or not? So I know what to do. I like this Loveland pick right now. I don't know if I'll regret it later. Tyler Warren went early. Let's see what we got here. So Tootin, I couldn't have expected Tootin to last in my community, especially with Mario there. Mario, we knew you'd take him. Mario's drafting an all the fantasy football show team there from the 9 spot, which I like. It looks good. BTJ, God, you guys you won't even let anybody fall. It's ridiculous. Next is going to be, there's no way you're going to leave this guy. There's no way. Oh, you did, thank God. Maybe you're not. Maybe that 11 spot isn't. Who is the 11 spot? Oh, yeah, I don't recognize him. Okay. All right, let's go Joe Burrow. No, Drake May. Go Drake May. I didn't realize Drake May was there. And do we go Jadarian? So do we make him the player of the week? So Achane and Jadarian Price, and Price is pretty good, and I would let him fall. If, like, let's say you had I can't let him fall because I can't trade, but let's say you had a 6.4 pick. My advice in the next upcoming draft doesn't include our people. Try and let him fall to this next pick. Or I'm sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, let's say you had this. Let's say you had this. I meant to say this 56 pick. Try and let him fall here. So his ADP is exactly there where I took him. But if you had this pick, don't take him early. Let him fall there to 6.5. If you had this pick, try and let him fall to 6.6. I don't know that he'll fall there yet, but it might take a couple days of ADP iteration updates for him to climb. I will say in weeklies, it doesn't matter how long it takes him. I mean, obviously, I would like to have as many shots at 20K as I can, but the weekly winner contest has nothing to do with playoffs or point accumulations or anything. It's just who scores the most points each individual week. Reset every week. Every week is separate from the other. So if Jadarian Price doesn't start till week 8, my chances of winning 20K until week 8 are probably low. But every week from week 8 on, if he's starting week 8, I have a higher probability of winning 20K each individual week. I like Woody Marks, but their O-line is trash. Yeah. I mean, all right, dial in. Dial in. And I don't know where some of these buttons are that we moved around. Racing Boy with a super chat. Racing Boy, appreciate you, my man. Jonathan, did I not answer your question yet? Jonathan, you still here? I'm sorry about that. I don't know how that slipped by. Dynasty Superflex, would you trade Mahomes and a 27 first for Josh Allen? Other QB is JD5. 100%. The number 1 overall player in Superflex Dynasty, you bet your bottom dollar, son. You bet your bottom dollar. Now, if that was the 1.1, like you knew it was going to be the 1.1 or 1.2, we'd have to have a bigger conversation. If this is your pick, it's going to be later. Smash the hell out of this. I love Mahomes, but Josh Allen is him, bro. And JD5 and Josh Allen is crazy talk for a Superflex. How high, Jonathan, you still here? How high would you take Price in a rookie draft? 4. I have the 1.3, 1.7, and 1.11. I'm in a rebuild, and I don't think he lasts 1.7. What if you trade 1.11 and 1.7 for 1.4? I would try that. I probably depends on who you have, Racing Boy, whether I would take Price over like Tater Tyson, but in a vacuum, I probably wouldn't. In a vacuum, I'm taking Tyson, then Tate. If I had 2 leagues side by side, I'm taking Tyson in one and Tate in the other at 1.3. Jonathan, thank you. Appreciate you confirming you're still here. I like to make sure I know I took care of you. By the way, you've been Smitty approved, but Gunner also sent me a new pair.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Gunner sent me a new pair.
The Gunner Player of the Week.
Brought to you by Gunner.com.
These are the Overwatch. You may have seen that they have all kinds of sponsorship with TV shows and amazing. These are the Overwatch. Love these. All blue light blocking glasses. These are definitely ones you would wear. I would say, I don't want to say more outside than not, because I personally love. Hold on. I didn't time out per se because I had them queued, but I definitely didn't have time to react. Parker Washington. That's tough, bro. I think I'm probably going to go Parker Washington here. It's weekly winners. He should be pretty good as a wide receiver 3, and I don't have my wide receiver 3 yet. So this feels pretty good. JJ, Achan, Egbuka, Loveland, Drake May, Price, Harvey, and Parker Washington. Feels pretty good as a trio, I suppose. Have I done better? Yeah, I've done better, but, you know, in Snipe City. I like these, man. These are nice. They're real thick on the sides. Love that that Overwatch logo there. I don't know how many of you watch Overwatch, but on the inside you can see the Overwatch right there. It says Overwatch 2. The Reaper. These are called the Reaper. Oh, these are awesome. I think these are like on sale right now. Don't quote me, but on sale for like $62 to something. They're blue light blocking glasses. If you use promo code Smitty,
the Gunner Player of the
they'll
Week.
give you 15% off.
By Gunner.com.
So you can pick up your pair of these. You can also enter your prescription in, and you can get your prescription in these glasses too. They also have, I believe, they have an Amber Max color like this one that you can get in it, which I can't. I'm gonna definitely ask him to send me those as well. Other glasses they sent me are from. They have so many amazing TV show and TV show collabs, and this one is from their Fallout edition, and it comes in this This is like, well, I don't know. It's kind of like a metal case. It sounds like a metal, feels like a metal case. And these right here are the, what is the name of these ones right here? Fallout. These are the Fallout edition. They come with an amazing cloth on this as well. And I think this is a second cloth that comes with it. I think. Or is that the other one? I don't know. But these are the, I think they're called Brotherhood of Steel. And they're very similar to a lot of the other aviators in a way, but these ones have like a real thick side to them, and they got like a metal, like almost chiseled like look to them like they're made of steel, and they've got like kind of like manufactured scratches in them to look like they're made of steel. And so there's the profile, they're a little thicker, but these are pretty awesome too. They feel really good too. They look heavy, but they're not. They're really like a light pair of aviators. So go check them out, gunner.com. They'll give you 15% off using code Smitty. I like these right now. I'm gonna wear these. Smitty, why you wear your sunglasses at night? Blue light blocking, baby. Blue light blocking. Nothing better than blocking that blue light. And you guys consuming all this content here, you should be blocking out the blue light as well. Oh, jeez. All right. Quorum's kind of nice in weeklies, man. Go Blake Quorum. What pick are we at? 109. Blake Quorum. Go Blake Quorum. Wide receiver. You know, I like Wandell a little bit here in weeklies. I feel like he's getting a little undervalued in this 10 round, 11 round territory. Travis has his Witchers on right now. The yellow light or the yellow lens Witchers, the clear yellow. I love those. I have another pair here that I was wearing that are kind of new too. I forget where I set them, but I have like a whole shelf full of them. But these right here are some of my favorites. I think Coach, if you're watching right now, he got these. And I love the Amber Max, which are these colors. The Amber Max is this dark orange. Freaking love the Amber Max. I got a bunch of pairs of Amber Max. But I'm going to wear the Overwatch too. These are pretty awesome, man. I might need to get prescription Overwatch for the car. Obviously, team number 4 doesn't watch the show. Team number 4 doesn't watch the show. Nakua, Pickens, Love, Adams, Bucky, Tate, Kraft. Oh, he does watch the show, you mean? That's an all Smitty team, except for the Lemon and Aaron Jones. But we love all of this. What do you mean? What do you mean, my boy? Vertex are my favorite. Yeah, I love the Vertex, bro. Love them. The other ones that I love are... Let me get up. My back is killing me. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Jeez. I was feeling really good last night. I think I just slept too long. So last night I slept a long time, and I just, you sit there for a while, but they kind of like bent. These are the Mustang. The Mustang silver pair. Oh, these are awesome. Why don't I wear these more? I forget to wear these. These are badass, man. And then these are the Maverick. These are like, that was the Mustang. The Maverick are a little more like old school oval. I like these too. They're all my favorite. Every time I put a pair on, I'm like, these are my favorite. These are my favorite. Oh, those are my favorite. I think I want to wear these for a minute. Kind of forgot how much I love these. I mean, this made me look like a wild man. I feel like when I have these on, I'm going to start drafting crazy. Travis, you're live.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I wonder, I kind of feel like maybe Seattle just sees Wilson as like a true backup. Kind of like Sean Tucker in Tampa or whatever.
I mean, anything can happen later. And I think what we agree upon, Travis and I, and a lot of people in here, I'm sure, is that if Wilson gets the call, he'll deliver. But it does feel like they don't seem to be talking about him at all, which doesn't mean he can't emerge. It's just, hold on a second, Travis. Let's go with Okonkwo. And then I'm probably going to go. I have to go early on this one because by the time it gets back to me, his ADP's gone. So I'm going to grab Jonah Coleman. So I might be good on RB. Let me just review my team real quickly. Got Achane, Jadarian Price, Harvey, Corum, and Coleman. I could definitely get another back, but my wide receivers are JJ, Buka, Parker Washington, Wandell, quarterback's Drake May. My tight end is Loveland. And the thing again about this is is that my favorite team to win a tournament that goes all year long? No, it's not. But is that a team that could win 20K by all those players popping off at once? Yes. And that's the one thing I've grown accustomed to changing when I review these teams, is that it doesn't have to look like the same kind of team that wins a 17-week tournament. It just has to be a team that can drop fire in one collective week. Like, for example, this team, let me see what this team's doing at the, what in the hell, let me look and see what they did up at top. Okay, so they went, so the 8 pick went Cook, Hampton, Javonte, T. Higgins, J-Mo, Adunze, Pierce, Sutton. See, I don't like this team at all. And then what it does is it takes 3 quarterbacks. Kittle will be back at some point, so the banking on there is that, they'll grab another tight end and they just hope Kittle is going crazy. But this wide receiver, but again, even though I don't like this team, the way that they built it very awkwardly. They built this off of like a spreadsheet, not drafting an optimal, this is the best pick right here. They just drafted almost like someone said, use this formula and AI created the best situation you must take. I know it, like when you're using the, Google Maps and it says turn left in this neighborhood and you're like, I don't think I'm going to trust it. You don't. And you later on wish you did. I don't think this is that case. AI says you should draft Alec Pierce here. This team's just built unnecessarily bad. But, and I'm sorry if you're watching and you're one of my people, I don't recognize you, but maybe you're going to be like, that's me, Smitty. I'm sorry. But the thing is, though, again, I'm going accustomed to correcting myself and being very clear. Even that team can win 20K. It's weekly winners. It's all about the luck of your team popping off at once, but making it is, trying to scale down the luck as much as possible and insert some skill. But this team could have the 1 week, sure. Any team on this board can. You're just trying to get the best chance of it. Go ahead, Travis. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I mean, Wilson signed, backup money, a little under $2 million or $1.5 million or something. And I will say though, say they like Kalani because he's got pass protection. He knows, granted, it's a new offensive guy, but knows the general system, all that stuff. Price is going to be one of the easiest trade for us mid-season.
Oh God, that's kind of why. That's kind of the tone I had tonight. Is let them fall. Let this thing worry people and take advantage.
Kenneth Walker all over again. Remember, 2022
for sure. And I know I like it a lot as Travis Hunter because all it's going to take is, when are they going to get him in there? I don't know, but when he gets in there, he'll be good. Man, I guess I'm going to roll with Tank Bigsby. I don't know. I'm trying to take some big swings. I also don't. I know some people think that there's, you should never take. I got some guy in my comments yesterday. I'm like, cool story, bro. That's all I replied to him. He's like, let me tell you, when people try to tell me how to best ball draft, this is what you do. Let me tell you what you do. You don't want to grab your team sucks. You don't want to grab more than 5 running backs. You got to grab, like, bro, go do it yourself. I don't care. Cool story. I have zero interest in how you think you should be playing best ball. This is why I'm here to tell you how I think. Now, whether you want to follow it or not, I'm not saying I'm right all the time or anything like that, but I'm not here to hear your story. And so I didn't even read the rest of it. But he was talking about something about running backs. When I'm doing like a weekly winner contest, as long as I feel good at quarterback, which I do with Drake May, I may grab obviously somebody else. But with this particular build, there are different strategies, right? You're banking on Drake May never getting hurt. He has a bye week. I don't care about the bye week. Maybe I'll regret not having a replacement for him during his bye week when everyone pops off. But I'm going to try and accommodate that. But I'm not going out of my way. The way you could look at it is you've got 2 or 3 more shots to get like Kalen Black and Jordan James. You got 2 more shots at getting those players that might give you the difference in the other positions. And that's all it's about. Is you trying to decide where you want to wait and spend your money. You know, it's like going in the grocery store. You got a $200 budget. Do you buy, a steak and then you buy a bunch of potato chips and all that? Or do you try and stretch it out? You get some chicken, some marinade, and now you can get a loaded baked potato with it. It's like, it's the same thing. Like, we have a budget here. And I'm banking on overloading on other stuff because I think Drake May's going to be fine. And if he's not, this is one contest, It's all about your strategy. You can change it the next time. You can do something different. There's no right or wrong answer to it, especially on weekly winners.
Yeah, especially when you're doing a ton of drafts. I was just looking back at the year Kenneth Walker broke out, and I was trying to remember do you remember who the running back was? And of course, it makes sense that people were hesitant because he was a guy that people always thought was going to break out and kept getting hurt. Rashad Penny.
Yeah, Penny. Uh-huh. And he had a big game. Penny was very much like the Deontay Johnson of the running backs.
Week 3, he had 17 for 151 with 2 touchdowns. And I believe that's when you said trade for him. Like, go get
Walker.
Him. I did that. Walker, it was like right when I started watching the show. And
we hooked Travis.
Traded Curtis Samuel for Kenneth Walker.
We hooked Travis at that moment. Yeah, you know who
broke out after that.
And Penny was good. Let's be very clear about that.
Just couldn't stay healthy.
And the guy I'm going to say is also very good. And I'm drafting him once in a while. But you know who Penny reminds me of?
Who?
Or this player reminds me of Penny. Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah.
It's
a good one.
It's not.
Yep.
It's not that
27th overall pick.
Yeah, it's not that Brooks isn't good. It's just, it is what it is. Let me see real quickly. Ted Hurst, I guess I'll go Ted Hurst. You know who else I'm drafting quite a bit right now is Jaden Blue, who we very, very much loved last year. Loved him. Like embarrassingly loved him because it didn't work out so well. Kind of like Dante Thornton. We were so high on Thornton. We were so high on Jaden Blue. And it's okay. Like, I don't feel ashamed of it because they're both talents that just didn't, evolve yet. But Jaden Blue, they really, really seem to want to get him into that number 2 role and cement him in there. It seems like right now. And I can't wait. And you draft Javonte, you got to take Blue. In fact, I got to put it on the cuff board. Go ahead, Travis, while I do that. If I can sit up.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to say, and like Miles Turner is a solid backup. That's what he is. He can fill in and stuff. But so that means the path to get that backup spot is not, a real tough path for him. He just has to be consistent and do the right things. And, because he blows Miles Turner out of the water in terms of tools that he has.
Jaden Blue is really good. But back to the Rashad Penny thing. Yeah, if anybody does, I mean, this is not a knock on Jonathan Brooks. It's saying that Rashad Penny was really good. And he couldn't stay healthy. He couldn't, there's a lot of the same reasons, man, the same similarities. So, Brooks is super talented, but he can't stay healthy. And we don't know if that's going to change. You just don't know. Not sure. We're gonna do Bruce. You still there? Hopefully, Bruce didn't think he was doing this live stream with the Vikings.
No, because I don't think so. Because he dropped the like super chat ahead of time, beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go right after this. We're going straight to the Dynasty channel, and it's the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings, if you dare. Do you think Sharps will hurry back without getting an extension? Yes. I highly doubt they're giving an extension before he proves healthy. You never know.
Be an interesting case though next year.
Yeah.
Like, where he goes, and I mean, he could just stay, but if Price looks great, he could want to go somewhere else and try to.
The thinking is like before it. Yeah. Do they give him an extension before it's too late? Like, do they want to extend him before the season ends? Like, because he's showing promise. Like, that's what he's saying. Like, does he hurry back so that he can get in a window of time to where they're like, let's extend him now before, we have to let him walk next year. Here. God, I think someone in here, I don't know who has CMC. I hope it's not one of our people. But, I mean, you left it to the end of the thing. And you didn't take either one yet, so you can only grab one. But I don't know.
The 7 pick.
Yeah, who grabbed CMC? I hope I didn't snipe you, bro. Red Hook. I don't recognize Red.
Hey, you snooze, you lose.
I don't recognize it. Oh. So my team looks pretty decent. Winning 20K could be on the last 2 picks that I took, Black and James. I mean, who knows? JJ, Achan, Egbuka, Loveland, Drake May, Jadarian Price, Harvey, Washington, Corum, Wandell, Okonkwo, Coleman. So Coleman, Corum, Harvey, and Price are my running back 2. So Achan's my 1. Then I got Price, Harvey, Coleman, Corum, and Bigsby, Kalen Black, and Jordan James. It's pretty good. Receivers,
Feels
JJ, Egbuka, Parker Washington, Wandell, Travis Hunter, Ted Hurst, Okonkwo and Loveland, and then Drake May and Brissett. Pretty solid. And then who else was in here? AMC's in the 6th pick. He's got JT, AJB, Neighbors, Scadaboo, Warren, Harrison, Trevor Lawrence. I like that team, bro. Rashad White, Stephon Diggs, Dobbs, Cuff to yeah. That's a really good looking team there. Scat and Taylor are fantastic. AJB, Neighbors, and who's your Harrison? Marvin Harrison? Wow. That's a good team, bro. I really like it. Taylor Warren. T-Law, you did great. Who else is in here that I wanted to review? Muted Mario took St. Brown, Lamb, Kyron, Hendy, Tootin, Burrow, Herbert, Fannin. Very The Fantasy Football Show. Coker. Nice job. And it looks like the highest rated team, not that it matters, is going to be... it's not me. They never rank mine high. It looks like the team from the 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 spot. So the 8 spot is the one that went all haywire. I don't know how. I'm looking at that and I just... The receiver, the only thing that can, like I said, it could win 20K. It's certainly built for weekly winners and not a different contest. So it certainly could do it. But, I mean... The odds of Higgins, Jamo, Adunze, Pierce, and Sutton having that like 1 week to line up with, I just don't understand. That team is not, it just looks like it's built with a blindfold on. And you're just going with and we're going to draft in tiers, whichever one's left. Like, it's just such a boring team. It's so systematic. JSN, Allen. Yeah, they're all good squads. All right, Travis, anything else before we jump on over to the next one?
Nope.
All right.
I'll see you over there.
Yeah, call in if you're there. Appreciate you later. All right, we're over to the Dynasty channel now to do the Viking show. Minnesota Vikings. If you want to draft on Underdog tomorrow night, hit this link, please. There it is. And sign up on Underdog, promo code Smitty. Yeah, Hammer says Jonathan Brooks will account to nothing, unfortunately. It just feels like it's either going to work or it's Rashad Penny, but there's a strong chance it's Rashad Penny. Just the way it is. But I don't mind draft. I've been drafting him a little bit here and there. I don't mind doing it in round 10. I think it's an intriguing place to, I think, take him is round 10. That's about where I draw the line. All right, guys, we're going to be back. I might go put on my back brace so I can sit here. It's like one of those Amazon ones where you put it on. It's just fabric. You tighten one side, you tighten the other, and it helps you stay afloat. I got to go put it on. My back's collapsing right here. Vikings show is next on the Dynasty channel. See you all over there. Hammer, hopefully you're there. Shelly, Rock Out, Bruce, Aldi, AMC, everybody, Zachary. See you all on the Dynasty channel in T-minus 4 minutes. Shelly got priced in the 9th round. Jeez. It's insane. 9th round in what contest or what draft? Can you, I'm probably going to be leaving, but can you, I'll still be reading the chat. Can you put what round, or I'm sorry, what kind of draft that was? All right, see you all in Dynasty.